Hey, what's up, guys? It's Corey, and today I'm bringing you some gameplay of some domination on the map Hazard. And today I'm going to be using the M16, and the reason I'm using the M16 is because I think this is my last prestige, and I'm just going to use a gun until I'm completely done with it. And, I'm just using all the starter guns first, and then I move up after I complete a gun. But enough about that. That's not really that important. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about, the breakdown of a team. And by this, I mean when I breaking down a team by the roles that every person plays in the team. Okay, so I'm going to start off by saying basically what they are and how people refer to them as in pub. Okay, so first off, you got your Slayer, but most people will consider this guy a kill whore. Tends to use really high kill streaks, such as the Blackbird Chopper Gunner, and Attack Dogs combo. But that's a lot of people. They usually go into games by themselves, and games like Domination, where it doesn't take a lot of teamwork to win, where one person can dominate the whole game, and their team can only hold 2 objectives, and they'll just spawn trap. Okay, so I'm going to get into what the Slayer actually does. So I'm going to go from the MLG Slayer perspective. So what the MLG Slayer does, or just the Slayer in general, basically kills off the enemy team, putting them back to where it is hard for them to be able to get away from the team in general. And the Slayer will tend to have a lot more kills than everyone else, or generally just more kills. And what they do is they are able to keep them in a spawn trap or into an area where, as I said earlier, it is harder for them to get out and get a kill. So they're basically in charge of the spawning system. They can't mess up a spawn, because say you mess up a spawn, then you're kind of screwed. Okay, moving on to the next type of player. Okay, so you have your objective player, and these are basically the guys who want to win. Usually, you'll come into a counter with them with teams of 3 to 6, because of the fact that with teams of 3 or 6, you can communicate with your friends, and when you go into a game by yourself, if you're not playing team deathmatch, usually there's no incentive to win. Everyone just wants to maximize kills. Okay, so basically what this guy does is he will go around, capture domination flag points, run the flag back, and he will also he will plant the bomb, carry the bomb, be that type of person. He will be the man to score the points for the team. He doesn't do what the Slayer does and get a bunch of kills. He just wants to win. He could go negative 300 and still win and be happy. Okay, so basically, a lot of people don't really care about winning in Call of Duty, but this person wants to win, and that's all he wants to do. He could care less about his KD. If he's winning, he's happy. Okay, so basically, that's all the objective player does. Cap the objective, score points for the team, and win, and try to win. He will give up at no cost. Will he just give up and start losing? He will try to capture the domination points, run the flag back. Usually they're pretty smart on their feet. They tend to be able to think and figure out routes back, and they usually have a guy with them to watch their back. Okay, so moving on to the third and final type of player, you have the support player, or basically the guy who wears Ghost and shoots down all the kill streaks. And they do a lot more other things, but that's the common support player in pub. Okay, so what this guy does is he basically goes around, and if the objective player is capping a flag, this guy is covering him. He's making sure that they're scoring points and they're not. The guy's able to cap the flag and run the flag back and not get killed. He is basically his wingman. He will guard him when he's playing the objective. This guy tends to go for kills, and most players, I forgot to state this earlier, most players play 1 or 2 roles in have 1 or 2 sides to this. But okay, so basically the support player is more about making sure they don't have any kill streaks up if you're playing pub, and are making sure that they can win, making sure that they're scoring the points and are able to not be taken out by other people. They're trying to protect their team to where they can capture flags. So while that objective player is capping the flag, this guy is covering him. Okay, so moving on. I'm gonna get into the actual gameplay and what role I'm playing right now, and I'm gonna go through like the roles and eyes of what I'm doing. Okay, so this game, I really was not getting on flags very much, mainly for the fact that after we got 2 flags, they really could never get out of the spawn trap. They never seemed to want to rush out or do anything. It seemed like all they wanted to do was sit back in their spawn and try to snipe us, which they honestly were not even that good at. Okay, so right now, I'm basically just getting kills, racking up kill streaks, playing the Slayer role, trying to make sure my team has the upper hand, making sure like they don't get out of the spawn, but even if they were to get out of the spawn, I would still have guys able to kill them. Okay, so, but as you can see, my kill streaks are set at Counter Spy Plane, Mortar Team, and Blackbird. These are support kill streaks, and the reason I chose these was because the Counter Spy Plane works no matter who you are. The Spy Plane will not always work due to the fact of Ghost, but think about it. Everyone has a UAV. Counter Spy Plane is going to block everyone out. So that's a big help, because Spy Plane's not always as reliable as Counter Spy Plane. And if you think about it, SAM turns not as effective if they're not getting kill streaks. So this team really never got a kill streak. A SAM turret would have done me no good in this game. Okay. So my next kill streak, the Blackbird. That's actually not my next kill streak, but I'll still talk about the Blackbird. The Blackbird is basically just to, if I happen to get it, which I do, I'm basically just gonna use it to know where the enemy team is going and pretty much get inside their head and know what they're doing. Because if I know what they're doing, they really have no advantage on me. Because after I know what they're doing, if I know they're going B, obviously all my teammates are going to know also. So we're all going to go to B and block them. That is why I have the Blackbird. It helps out the whole team. If you're playing the objective, he can just run over there and take a different route because he knows where the guy is. Also, it works for cutting people off, like maybe the Slayer does. The Slayer will cut people off from flag routes and all that other stuff. Okay. Also, my third kill streak, the Mortar Team. This is mainly because we were playing Domination. If I was playing Capture the Flag, probably would not use it. Maybe a Napalm. And the reason for it is because there are 3 domination points, and I can just surround one flag, like I did earlier in the game. I managed to pick up a few kills while not letting them out of their spawn. Okay, so basically, I'm still playing the Slayer role, and I have been playing that most of the game. Haven't really been helping out any of my team capture objective points because we haven't lost any. There's been no reason to really have to cover them. We've just been kind of doing our thing. We haven't really had to struggle at all during this game. It has been really easy going, and really we had nothing to worry about throughout this whole game. Okay, so basically that is all of the like how people play and stuff. And that's the 3 main roles that people play in Call of Duty. Okay, so that is me breaking down the roles of a team and how they're all played. Okay, so that's all I have for this episode or video. Please let me know what you think by leaving a comment and bump this video on Respawn Army. And this has been Corey. I'll talk to you later. Bye.